How you doing, guys? My name is Luke and welcome back to my channel, I suppose, if you've only just seen this being uploaded. Yeah, I'm back with another video, and it's been fucking ages since I've done something, so I'm gonna do something now. I'm gonna start doing reviews. This is something I'm gonna kick off today. I'm gonna kick off reviewing, because it's just something I've really gotten into from watching people's reviews, and I'm just like, it'd be really fun if I did like something like that on my own perspective, because that'll be just something nice to do. But before we kick off the review, I just wanted to mention something about the... Shut up, tablet, go away. I just wanted to mention about the Walking Dead series. I'm going to continue that. It's just that I haven't got it like all rendered up and stuff. So I'm going to need a few more days to do that, and then it'll be up once it's all rendered. But yeah, I wanted to start this, so I'll do a review of something, and if you enjoyed it, you can let me know what you want to see next, or what would you like me to review. I'll review something that's very recent, or something that's that I've been playing for a long time, and it's like, oh, it's time to review it because I've had a good play of it. Now, this game in particular, I've played for a good while, and I've been playing it since launch day, and I've very mixed opinions about it, but you'll know more as I get into the video. But my reviews are going to be split up into topics, and they may differ for each kind of game. But this one I'm splitting up to 4 categories: story, multiplayer, gameplay, and co-op. And then the final category I have is my summary, which is basically my likes and dislikes. So yeah, well, without further ado, we'll get into my review of Destiny, which we'll start off with the first topic, which is story. And we're just going to wait for my little clip to transition to story, yeah, story there. Okay, so Destiny is... its story is... Now, there's spoilers in this, I'm just going to throw it out there. There is spoilers, so I'd recommend, if you haven't finished the game, don't watch any further. But you have been warned. So, Destiny's story does not have a story. Pretty much. There is no story. I'm sorry. There's pretty much no story to Destiny. It's pretty shocking how little of a story there is. And the reason there is no story is because they either sacked or they lost one of their story writers. I don't know if he got sacked or not, but I'm not fully sure, but he did leave the company regardless, like. But he went off to Telltale Games, as far as I know. I think he's working on the Game of Thrones series on that. So yeah, he left Bungie to go off and do that. So that was a huge blow for them. And he also copyrighted the story. So that means whatever story he was working on, I'm sure it was probably a pretty decent story. It's just they couldn't use it because he copyrighted it. So they tried to throw up this just really half-assed story that just made no sense. It literally made no sense. It was like the sum of it, there was like 3 cutscenes, and I really didn't want to watch them at all because they're stopping me from playing the game. I couldn't play the game anymore, and just because the story made no sense at all, I didn't want to listen to the cutscenes. But yeah, overall the story was very, very bad. It was very poor. I think the only thing I can really say about it is, like, that's positive, is that they're casting for Ghost, which is the little robot that you're seeing in this video. He's played by Peter Dinklage, who is he plays this few big roles in certain things. Like he was in Disney's Underdog. Remember that one? Yeah, he was in The Chronicles of Narnia Prince Caspian. Yeah, that was a good movie. And he also played not a big deal. He did do 36 episodes in a little show called Game of Thrones. I'm sure you may have heard of it down the road somewhere. But yeah, that's that was a big role for a game like that. But the thing was, they just had no one to accompany him. There was literally no one. We didn't know who the hell the other people were. Like, there wasn't much dialogue at all to begin with, and the game just ended in a weird fashion. So I didn't think it was something that was worth holding on to. The cast, like, it was just very poor. But I feel the game could have done with the delay, because they didn't finish it. It was really not a finished game. It's not finished. The story wasn't finished, and I don't know what they're going to do with DLC wise. But quite frankly, if it's going to be like this, I don't think I want the DLC. So yeah, that's the story. I give story 1 out of 10, and only just because they have a good cast member for a character. That's simply all I can give it for. There's not much I can give. So yeah, that's a bit of a disappointment for me. Right, so now we're going to move on to the multiplayer section of my review. Okay, we'll start off with the good points. I think the multiplayer was fairly fun to play. Once you got into it, it was pretty fun. It was like kind of a Call of Duty fun, like that. You could get into it for a while, but then like you would get pissed off and stuff at certain points, like, you know, if you got killed by someone in unfair fashion, as Activision usually do with their games. But yeah, I think it was a pretty fun multiplayer. It was could be balanced in a way, but there was those games where you get really unfair matchups with like level 25s with like unbelievable weapons, and then I'd be there like level 5 or 6 with like my starting weapons, just be like, this isn't really fair. So yeah, I don't think I should be in this lobby. But yeah, the matchups were fairly poor for it. It does get old fairly quickly, because like you would rather just go off and play the story and unlock more stuff. Like there's like weekly nightfalls and weekly heroic strikes, and they give you rare stuff, so you'd be better, like you'd prefer doing that. But I think the rewarding system is very poor as well, because they'd be giving players amazing stuff and they did nothing for the team, and then people that do like whatever go 20 for 0 and they get absolutely nothing for it, which is fairly unfair. I haven't been in that position much myself, but some of my friends have been. Like I'm very bad at multiplayer. I've only starting getting reasonably good at it, like, but I'm not brilliant at it. But I would much rather play like co-op, because it's more fun thing to play with my mates. So keeping it short, sweet and simple. Multiplayer is fun. It does get old quickly, but it's not everyone's cup of tea. But yet again, people do like it. Obviously, the people that still play it. But multiplayer, I will give a respectable 6 out of 10. Simply because it's just the fun aspect to it. I'm not going to give the bad marks much of a docking of the marks, because the story is the worst part of this game. It's not going to get much worse. So yeah, 6 out of 10. I think that's fair, reasonable. So yeah, we'll stick with that. Okay, so now we're going to move on to gameplay. And as you can see here, the menu for Destiny is pretty nice. It's very easy to navigate through everything, and there's not much like cluster everywhere. It's very easy to navigate through and find everything. So one of the negative things I'm going to throw straight out here, and you'll watch it now, is the bloody loading screens. They take so long. Like, this is a next gen game, and why is it taking like 20 years to load? But yeah, I basically skipped on through there. So you'd be flying through a ship, and like through on your ship, and it'd take ages to load, and it's absolutely ridiculous how long it takes. But yeah, so this is the tower, and this is like the social hub for everyone to like kind of just run around, like just dance about, point at people, have a laugh, and get your weapons and stuff. Like, it's basically where you get everything you need. I'm not too sure what I think about this, because like you're getting taken away from the actual game to like just go into this area, so then you have to go back and forth to like get your bounties, say, and then do the bounties and come back to the tower, redeem the bounties, get your rewards, get more bounties, go off and do them again, and it's a really nasty cycle, and it's not the most convenient thing in the world, but it's still nice. So I do like the tower. I do like it, I'm not gonna lie. It's a nice like feel to the game. But yeah, I don't think it's something that's like that should have been put in, considering how long it takes to load something in this damn game. So anyways, I think gameplay wise, this game is a beautiful looking game. The graphics are stunning. They are that's one of the best next gen graphic games I've seen since I've got my PS4, and I don't think it's gonna be a game that's gonna top it for a wee while, anyways. But I think as well though, it was looked upon as an MMO and an RPG kind of style of the game, and it did not live to the MMO expectation. Like putting the tower in and saying you can put like 50 people or something in a tower does not really count. Or like if you're in a world, it loads up these random players that happen to be near you, and that doesn't, I don't think that really counts either. It just loads up people that are near you. But it's kind of a failed attempt of an MMO in my opinion. I think the weapon system is very interesting in this game. It works fairly well. There's lots of upgrades, lots of selection to choose from, and it's like as you can see here with the armor, you get like lots of upgrades. But considering this is a blue armor, there's not much to upgrade. but like if you get like a legendary purple or a yellow exotic, you get so much like different upgrades and abilities. And yeah, it's very good because you just gotta go and not like look around for the stuff that you need and you use that. So yeah, it's a very well done weapon system. I'm pretty impressed how they did it. And yeah, so that is essentially everything. I think I've gone across everything for gameplay. Yeah, I'm gonna give gameplay a 7 out of 10, which I think is very fair. It's not perfect. Just the only thing that lets it down is its loading screens and just the tower and the failed MMO. That's all I think is to dog off that. So yeah, 7 out of 10 is pretty fair. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the co-op, which I feel is the most fun part of Destiny. It's very rewarding, but as you can see here, this is some co-op gameplay of me doing the very first loot cave that was found in Destiny. This was the easiest way to get loot and rewards. You were just finding engrams everywhere, getting legendary gear. It was pretty beneficial. But I think that yeah, the co-op works very well, and every week they refresh all your stats and stuff for, say, like the Vanguards and the Crucible and all that stuff, and you can regain marks again, or you can get new rewards and do knife falls again, get new rewards. It's quite a fun thing to do. It's a very nice, it's a smart thing that they did for the game, and the most fun part to it is playing with friends, because that's the definition of co-op, I suppose. But yeah, playing with friends is always a fun part of Destiny, and I like the classes as well. I haven't given them all a proper go yet. I've been just using Titan for most of my gameplays, but yeah, it's a good selection of classes. So that's a key factor to it. But yeah, overall co-op very fun, very fun. I said the only thing that's the downside to it is the repetitiveness of missions, because it's always just like shoot some enemies, get the ghost open a door, and then kill enemies while he's opening the door. The door's open, then you find another door, and then you kill a boss, and then you kill another boss, and then mission's over. Start rinse and repeat. But that's the only thing that's a downside to it. So I'm going to give co-op an 8 out of 10 respectively, and yeah, that's my final scoring. So overall summary, I think Destiny is a very graphically amazing game, has a vast weapon selection, it's got a great class system, but the downside to it is there's no story, it doesn't have an MMO feel, and it has really long loading screens. So my overall score for Destiny out of 40 marks, because there's 4 topics, is 23 out of 40. So I think that's it's a reasonably fair. It's a average kind of thing, but I'd recommend wait till the price goes down on Destiny and then buy it, because it's not worth the money at the moment, because I paid €75 for this game on launch day, and I don't think I should have, but it was more like, oh sure, fuck it, get it. But yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope this was something you would have liked to have seen on my channel, and if it is, leave a like, share as much feedback as possible, and let me know what you guys want to do as a review. Do you want me to review any game in particular? And if you don't have any ideas, I'll just review new games as they come along. Like I'll be doing maybe PS Plus games that come out, or new PS4 games I purchase, or something like that. So yeah, that's everything, guys, and I'll talk to you in my next video, which is probably going to be The Walking Dead. But anyways, see you later, guys, and take care, everyone. Bye.